Mother-in-law tells me people plan to crash my wedding ceremony. This is my first time posting here. I have a feeling it's not going to be the last. I, 30 female, have been with my fiance, 31 male, for 5 years. We got engaged in the spring and our wedding is in the summer of 2026. I wanted to elope, but my fiance wanted a big wedding, so we're both compromising and having a private ceremony with only our immediate families present, with a larger party directly after the ceremony. This is happening in a different area than we live. Pre-engagement, my future mother-in-law was tolerable. She occasionally overstepped boundaries, but a correction from my fiance would put a stop to it. Now we are planning a wedding, and every time I attempt to involve her, she tries to replan my wedding into what she wants.
Okay.
Boop. She wants us to have the wedding in her backyard. We did entertain the idea in the beginning, but the guest list would be too large, and we decided that we didn't want to do that. I have been very patient and gentle when telling her that we do not want to have a backyard wedding. She would continue talking about her plans like I said nothing. It took about 5 months, and she finally stopped asking. She told me she needed a job to do, so I gave her some options: find a hotel block or plan the rehearsal dinner, and she did nothing towards planning either of those. Last weekend, she told me, "People are planning on crashing your ceremony, you know." I told her that is unacceptable. We have a permit and are only allowed a certain number of people. All she did was turn away from me and change the conversation. Oh, she just poked and then ran. My future sister-in-law looked at me with a shocked expression. My fiance texted his mother the next morning and said, "Hey, not sure what you meant by that comment you made to her, but we want a private ceremony. It's very disrespectful to imply people will be crashing it. We want to keep it small. Please respect that." She lost it. Sent him walls of text in all caps denying saying it, calling me disrespectful, saying I was making it up, that no one in the family would ever crash a wedding. "After all I've done for you at this wedding." She has given no money or done any of the jobs we asked of her. She's actually just made everything harder every time I try to involve her. I texted future sister-in-law and asked if she had heard what was said. Now I'm doubting my own memory. She told me yes, she repeated what I told my fiance and said she couldn't believe it. Then future sister-in-law tells me she had texted mother-in-law and also asked her what she meant by that. Sister-in-law told mother-in-law that she knows how important keeping the ceremony small meant to me and wanted to help protect that. Mother-in-law went off on her, and except this time, it was a joke, and I am out of pocket for being upset that she said that. All caps, using curse words, etc., she said, "All I was saying is that the rest of the family would like to be at the ceremony." My fiance is already backing down a bit. He says, "She says she didn't invite anybody to the ceremony, so it's fine. But I don't think her behavior was appropriate. I think I deserve an apology. Am I wrong for thinking that? If I made a comment that someone found offensive, even if it wasn't my intention, I would apologize and move on." Fiance says she will never apologize. Mother-in-law seems to wait to paint herself as the victim and me as the villain because I'm offended. Well, yeah, that was the point. That was the point. That's the game.
There are, 100%. And there are people that will or may have never apologized in their entire life. Like, admitting that they're wrong is admitting failure, and you might as well just put them 6 feet under at that point. And mother-in-law seems like one of those type of people. If he is caving, and I would assume it's caving out of knowing that mother-in-law will, one, never apologize, she will never change, and there's no point in fighting the battle. But I do think OP is owed an apology because of the walls of text that mother-in-law said and the fact that she lied about it whenever it was asked about. And then to sister-in-law, she was like, "Oh, it's just a joke." Like, I think mother-in-law at this point is just crazy. I mean, I don't know. Like, what are you doing? Like, do you want to be a part of your grandkids' life if they have kids? Do you want to be a part of their life at holidays and birthdays and all these things? Or do you just want to paint yourself into a corner and claim that you're the victim and never apologize and never move forward in your life?
So she's lashing out.
You shouldn't have control. It's not your wedding.
But it's her baby's wedding. She's having a hard time letting go, obviously. Now, there has to be some kind of consequence for this kind of shit. And I'm talking to hubby right now. Like, OP, your feelings are appropriate here, right? Your hubby caving, that relationship goes for the rest of your life.
Yeah, because she's going to know how far she can push without getting bitten in return. And
exactly. Rolled Scholar, that's fair. He knows how controlling his mom is. Okay. So if this is characteristic for her, then he should know how far she would go. Okay, that's fair.
He knows that there's no point in asking for an apology. I think he tells us exactly what we need to know.
She's not gonna change.
She will never apologize.
Yeah.